Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Seabrook driver strikes mailbox and cruiser before crashing, being found by dog. A Seabrook man was arrested Saturday after officials say he led police on a chase, hit a mailbox, and rammed a cruiser before crashing his pickup and being found in a barn by a police dog. Dustin Clare, 27, has been charged with felony reckless conduct, but state police say more charges are likely. State police said it all began shortly after midnight Saturday when Claire, driving a 2000 Dodge Ram 25,000, refused to pull over for a Seabrook police officer. Claire is accused of then striking a mailbox at a home on Locust Street in Southampton and driving away. As a state trooper and Seabrook officer searched the area, Claire's pickup came out of a driveway and hit the trooper's cruiser, state police said. He's accused of then driving across the state line into Massachusetts, where officials say he led Salisbury police on a chase before heading back to Seabrook. Once back in Seabrook, police say Claire crashed on Route 107 and ran from the area. A state police canine named Scout later found Claire hiding in a nearby barn, police said in a press release. Claire was arrested. Claire is set to be arraigned Tuesday in Rockingham County Superior Court. Those with information about the incident is asked to contact Trooper George Sanborn at 603-679-3333 or george.sanborn at dos.newhampshire.gov. 18-year-old indicted in crash that killed 4 teens in East Bridgewater. An 18-year-old has been indicted in a car crash that killed 4 young men in East Bridgewater back in May and shook a community to its core. The Plymouth District Attorney's Office said Saturday that a grand jury returned indictments against Naqua D. Hamilton of Stoneman on charges that he was driving recklessly and under the influence of marijuana when he crashed his car into a tree on West Street on the afternoon of May 19th. First responders found Hamilton and 4 other young men inside the car. 3 of the occupants, identified as Christopher, 17, of Brockton, Ikra, 17, of Stonen, and Nicholas, 16, of Stonen, were pronounced dead at the scene. The 4th passenger, David, 17, of Stonen, was taken to Brockton Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Hamilton was taken to Good Samaritan Hamilton Hospital in Brockton before he was transferred to Boston Medical Center for treatment of his injuries. Authorities say an investigation found that Hamilton was driving recklessly and under the influence of marijuana at the time of the fatal crash. In the days that followed, many more the deaths of the young men who attended Stoneman High School. Hamilton is scheduled to be arraigned at a later date in Brockton Juvenile Court. Hamilton was 17 at the time of the crash. Kittery failed to check driving records of employee who crashed camp van. The town of Kittery failed to check the driving record of a man accused of crashing a community van carrying children. Last month, a Kittery Community Center van carrying 11 children and 2 staff members crashed on I-95 in New Hampshire when the driver slammed into a tree. The driver, identified as John Guy, 21, of Kittery. The town launched an internal investigation following the crash. Friday, Kittery town manager released the report saying there was a miscommunication that led to Guy being hired without a statewide driving background review. According to the report, driving was not part of the initial job description for Guy. The town also conducted a national criminal background check, but the report said no conviction showed up against Guy. According to records compelled by the Maine Bureau of Motor Vehicle, Guy had been convicted of driving to endanger twice. The town went on to say it is implementing an action plan to resolve the issues within their investigation. Obama reflects on private meetings with McCain at White House during memorial service. Let's take a listen to some of the video.
Curve 2.0. Use the large chamber for fabulous loose curls that last all day. Switch to the smaller chamber for beautiful, defined curls that last all night. Day or night, loose or tight, perfect. Curl Secret 2.0 from Infinity Pro by Conair.
To John's beloved family, Mrs. McCain, to Cindy and the McCain children, President Mrs. Bush, President Secretary Clinton, Vice President Mrs. Biden, Vice President Mrs. Cheney, Vice President Gore, and as John would say, my friends. We come to celebrate an extraordinary man, a warrior, a statesman, a patriot, who embodied so much that is best in America. President Bush and I are among the fortunate few who competed against John at the highest levels of politics. He made us better presidents, just as he made the Senate better, just as he made this country better. So for someone like John to ask you while he's still alive to stand and speak of him when he's gone is a precious and singular honor. Now, when John called me with that request earlier this year, I'll admit sadness and also a certain surprise. But after our conversation ended, I realized how well it captured some of John's essential qualities. To start with, John liked being unpredictable, even a little contrarian. He had no interest in conforming to some prepackaged version of what a senator should be, and he didn't want.
Okay, and that is some of the video that what President Obama, former President Obama, spoke. If you want to watch the whole video of former President Obama speaking at John McCain's memorial, you can click on the Riley King Network Facebook page and you'll find the link there. Also, in his tribute to Senator John McCain, former President Barack Obama remembered private meetings between the two at the White House. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you back here in a little bit for a news report. And I'll see you back here tomorrow with more newscasts. Good night, everyone. Bye.